Welcome back to the channel, guys. Thanks so much for joining me here. This is going to be a brand new series here on the channel, and I'm so excited to dive into this game. We're going to be playing Mall Simulator. So, we're starting off here in a brand new game. It says here, build your mall from scratch, expand it, offer hundreds of products and services. Every decision you make affects your visitor count and satisfaction. Keep your income and expenses balanced to avoid bankruptcy. Here are the stores you can build in your mall. And look how many different things we can open up here. Clothing, sports, tech, toys, supermarket, cosmetics, cinema, burger shop, arcade, home goods, game store, cafeteria, jewelry, florist, sushi bar, and more. So there's going to be a lot for us to get into here, guys. I'm excited again. So let's go ahead. But what are we going to call our mall? I mean, that's the big question here. I want to call it something just funny. I honestly don't know. I'm going to call it like the Money Yeet Mall. I don't know where that name came from. The Money Yeet Mall. There we go. They can yeet their money at us. There we go. So I think that's going to work out. I think that's going to be pretty cool. And which color do we want here? I'm not exactly sure. Maybe let's go with the blue. I like a blue here. Yeah, I think that looks okay. Let's go with that. I'm quite happy with that. Money Yeet Mall. Okay, perfect. So we're going to make our way inside of our store here. So open your first shop in the shop area. Okay, let's just have a quick look around here. So you can see required level 2. We can expand into what looks to be clothing. Oh no, all of the signs here are the same. But it looks like we need to advance levels in order to unlock more departments here. But we're going to be starting off over here with our first store. So let's go ahead and open up this. We've got $2,000 as well. Ooh, here we go. So clothing store is $1,000. Then again, as we go up in levels, we can open up the more advanced stores. We can make more money. We've got sports, toys, supermarket, game store. I'm really looking forward to the game store. The toy store as well. That brings out the kid in all of us. But anyway, let's go ahead. We've got the sushi bar as well at level 20. The cinema at level 12. That would be for me. I love going to the cinema. Okay, so $1,000 for the clothing store. Let's open up this bad boy. Here we go. The area will be turned into a clothing store. Do you want to confirm? Yes. Okay, so we've got our very first store here. So open admin tablet by pressing tab. Okay. Okay, here. So order first products for your store. So we're going to go to mall management here. And yeah, this is very much like Megastore Simulator that we've played on the channel. And by the way, we have Megastore Simulator, the entire series on the channel. This is very, very similar, where we buy furniture, we buy licenses, we order products, we can get employees. So it's a very, very similar game, but just in a slightly different format here. But I'm still very, very excited for this. Okay, so order your first products for your store. Okay, so we're gonna want to get the most expensive items because that's going to give us the biggest return. So you know what? Let's go with one of those, and we can't afford that because that's 650. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go for another one of those and another one of those. So that's going to cost us all of our money, but that's okay because we're going to earn it back in no time at all. So we're going to order that. Perfect. And now we have no money left. Okay, so we're going to go over here. We're going to pick this up. And we're going to want to put this on our shelf down here. Okay, so we have this cute little kind of green cat, t-shirt here by the look of it. And we can change our prices here. So I think we go, we've got market price. We go 10% above market price. So that's going to give us an extra $7 profit. So we'll do that. Let's come along. Let's grab our next set of cat t-shirts. I want to try and keep everything as organized as possible here. It's nice that we don't have to throw away the boxes. In Megastore Simulator, you'd put the clothing department, like in the clothing department, you would put all the items on the shelves and you'd be left with a whole ton of boxes. But it looks like the boxes get automatically deleted here, which is really nice. You see how it just disappears? We don't have to worry about, you know, discarding the boxes, which is really, really nice. Okay, let's grab this one as well. We want to make sure we've got everything out on the shelf. And again, we want to change this 10% above market price. We want to get as much money as we can because we have no money to our name at the moment. Okay, and we'll round this one up as well. 10% above. Perfect. And we're going to go open up our store for the first time. Here we go. The grand opening. Bang. There we go. The grand opening. And all we have to do is wait for our first customers. So it looks like this lady here is going to be our very first customer of the series. So, welcome, ma'am. Welcome to our humble shopping mall. You are our very first customer that we've ever had here. Okay, we can change our name for the clothing store here. Rags. I'm going to call it Ragamuffin. Ragamuffin clothes. I don't know where that came from, but Ragamuffin clothes. There you go. Okay, we're going to jump over here to the till. Okay, so click on products to scan the barcode. Okay, and then we're going to click that, and then we're going to go to $44. Perfect. Scan the card, easy as. So we're going to have to make a bit of money here because again, we've got no money to our name, but we're going to earn this back as quickly as we possibly can. So $77. Perfect. We're going to scan that one. So we've got a few customers coming in. We'll be able to hire some employees at some point, so we won't have to do this forever. But for the meantime, it's a little bit of a slow start. But once things, in these kind of games, once things begin to pick up and you start getting the upgraded product licenses, it really begins to snowball quite quickly. So sometimes there is a bit of a slow start here, but it's okay. So 20, and then we've got 49. There you go. Thank you very much. And we're going to grab those two, and then we're going to come in here, and it's going to be $77. Thank you, sir. Oh, 68.19, sorry. 68.19. Oh, I'm looking... Do you know what? I'm looking at these two prices on the side of the till here. These individual prices. I should be looking at the big price at the bottom. Idiot. So, 145, 19. Okay, there we go. I was looking at the wrong ones. such an idiot. I was just getting too excited about the game, that's why. Okay, 46. There you go, thank you. And we're going to grab these, a whole bunch of t-shirts for yourself. And $40, $47 change. Beautiful. And we're back to nearly $1,000 where we started off, which is great. So we're making a really tidy profit here. Change. We're going to give you 41, 81. Yep, perfect. Okay, and 2 more cats. And 22 for yourself. Oh, I've given 42. Wait, what's happened here? There you go, 22. Got there in the end. Okay, and a t-shirt for yourself. $44. Perfect, thank you. And we're at 1.2. We've got more money than we started with. So we're into the profit now, which is good. 30, 81. Perfect, thank you very much. And some more cats. Okay, we're going to have to order some more stock in a minute because we're about to run out, I think. So 781. Perfect. And for yourself, let's keep going here. 145, 19. Perfect. Okay, so we're at 1.7k. Okay, so let's pull up our tablet here for a second. Let's take a look at these licenses. So these are the licenses. For those of you who may not be familiar with this style of game, the way that this works is you have different product licenses, and in order to unlock more of these products, you see down here we have the more expensive products. That's going to give us a bigger profit. We have to pay for the licenses to unlock these more expensive items, but they're really worth investing in. But unfortunately, we have to be at a certain level. You know, we have to pay a certain price for the license. But once we do, again, we'll be generating a lot more money with the more expensive items. So they are worth investing into. We also have some more like clothing hangers, clothing tables here to put out more products. We're not going to worry about that too much for now. We have some decorations as well. So in a Megastore Simulator, that's where it was really lacking in Megastore Simulator. They didn't really have many decorations, but in this game, it looks like they have quite a lot, which is really nice. And we have a cashier worker. Okay, I may have to invest in that sooner rather than later. But for now, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to invest early on. I'm going to get product license number 2, and that's going to unlock us a new bunch of products here. So we've got the silk jacket. That's going to cost 1.2 thousand. I'm going to go for the Dubai t-shirt, 600. So I'm going to order in a bunch of those for our store. So let's buy that. Perfect. And that just, I love the fact that it just appears right outside the front door as well. That's really nice. Okay, so we're going to come ahead. We're going to put a bunch there, and we're going to put a bunch there. And that's $95 a t-shirt. That's really nice. $104 a t-shirt. Wow. We're going to make $44.5 on each of these t-shirts. That's incredible. We just have to we have to see what kind of price range we can get to where people keep buying stuff. So 125 is too much. Okay, let's put it down to 115. Let's try that. I think it was, what was it before? 95 was 10% above market price. So we need that fine balance where we can charge as much as possible, but people are still going to purchase our items. That's the kind of thing with this game. You have to find out where that balance is. Yes, okay, 115. That seems to be the kind of the green zone, so to speak, where people will buy stuff. Okay, perfect. $230 for 2 t-shirts. That is insane. Okay, and another 2 t-shirts, another $230. Thank you very much. We're going to start generating some big profits now with these t-shirts being sold, and we've just run out of money, run out of products. Sorry. So we're going to come in here. We're going to buy some more stuff. So again, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to get. Oh, we've got jeans, $950. Okay, let's grab a pair of these, because that's our second most expensive. So we're going to order in a bunch of those. That's going to cost us $950. Okay, how much can we sell these for, though? $155. That's just the normal price. Oh, wow. Okay, so if we go 10% above market price, $170. That's the game. Like, so our first bunch of t-shirts were $44. 68 and 77. Then we bought the product license. Then it went up to 115. Now our jeans are 170. That's insane. And we're back up to $775 already. This is great. What's down here? We have a bunch of toilets. We do. Do we have to keep these restocked? I'm not really sure. We'll look into that in a minute. Okay, that person walked out. They didn't like the price of the jeans. Let's see. If these 2 people walk out, then we'll have to lower the price again. Let's just double check. Nope, they are buying them. Okay. And we are at level 2. So I think we can open up our second store at level 2. But I don't want to get too ahead of myself. We'll probably do that in the next video. That woman just spent $570 on 3 pairs of jeans. Wow. I know I keep going on about the prices, but man, we are making some nice money here. Another 570, very nice, $16 and change. Perfect. So I think what we want to do, we want to concentrate on the clothing department for now, buying better products, better product licenses, generating some nice money, getting a cashier before we go into our next store, because we don't want to start taking on too much too quickly. So I think that's going to be the game here. So for the meantime, I'm going to hold off with the cashier. Because we're not serving a whole lot of people, so it's not too much of a problem at the moment. We need to get to mall level 3 to get our next product license. But for now, we can come in here. Our silk jackets at 1.2 thousand. That's going to be our most expensive product. So we're going to buy one of those, and we're going to buy, and then we're going to buy. We can't afford a set of jeans, but we can get some Dubai t-shirts. So that's going to be great. So we're ordering that. And these jackets, man, these are going to be worth a lot. So let's put this down, 190 each without us editing the price. And then if we go 10% above, and then we can add even more. So I think if we go 225, yep, there we go. So that's our most expensive product. That's going to make us a lot of money. And then we'll get a bunch of these t-shirts here as well. Put those there, and we'll put those there. Okay, perfect. And then we're going to start the next day. Okay, perfect. This is coming along nicely. You know, we're buying better products. We're making more money here. Level up, build a new store. So, yeah, we can build... Like I said, guys, we can open up another set of the store, another store yet, but another store, we can open up another store if I can get my words out. My words are getting all mixed. We could open up a second shop, but I'm going to hold off, like I said, because we want to get this one up and running. We want to get more shelving units, more clothing, more products, a cashier. Get this up and running, generating money before we start diving into other things. Otherwise, you know, we're just going to get too ahead of ourselves here. Okay, so we're going to come in here. We're going to get a clothing hanger. So we're going to grab that for the meantime. Let's get one of these, and I'm assuming that's going to be delivered here. Perfect. Okay, so we can put this in the corner. How do we, one second, how do we move this? Take it back. Okay, we can just move it like that. So we're just going to put that a little bit more spaced out. Okay, that's great. Then what we're going to do, we're going to order some more. I know it's a bit mundane at the moment that I'm just ordering the same products here, but it makes sense to order the most expensive products to give us the biggest profit, just for the meantime. Actually, no, I don't want to be boring. I want to order a variety of different products, even though it's not going to give us as much money. I think it's a bit more exciting to watch to get different products. So we're going to get one of those. We're going to get one of those. We're going to get a Jan Jack. I'm not exactly sure what a Jan Jack is. I have no idea. We're going to get, and then we're going to get some more silk as well. That's going to be 2.2 thousand. Okay, perfect. So we'll get that for the meantime. We're going to order that. Perfect. And we'll just stock this up quickly. So we're going to put our silver jackets along here by the till. That's going to look nice. And then we'll put some more up there. Then we'll come along and we'll grab this one here. I'm not even sure what that is. A Jan Jack. I don't know if any of you guys have ever heard of a Jan Jack, but I'm not exactly sure what that is. But we'll put the price up there a little bit as well. Then we're going to come in with our cat t-shirts. That's my favorite item so far. That's something like I would wear, like just a random cat t-shirt. So we'll come along as well, and we've got this kind of, I don't know, this strange kind of blue-looking t-shirt. I'm not even sure what that is. Okay, but at least, you know, our stock levels are going up now, so we don't have to restock as much because we got more product out, and it's beginning to look really nice. Okay. So left or right corridor, upper, lower floor, you can build your stores wherever you want. Okay, that sounds pretty cool. So, unlike Megastore Simulator, and again, I make a lot of comparisons, they have the stores kind of ingrained up here. So all we do is literally go and open them. We've got sushi bar, cafeteria, electronics. I'm excited for the electronics. We've got arcade as well, game store, florist. So I'm excited to get into those. You know, it's going to be a lot more exciting once we get into electronics and gaming and stuff like that, rather than clothes. I'm not knocking clothes. You know, some people are into clothing and stuff. I'm not necessarily into. I'm not a big clothing person. Like, I'm not a person who spends a lot of time thinking about clothing or ordering clothing. So it's not the most exciting thing to me. But again, gaming, arcade, toy store, sushi store, cinema, stuff like that. That's more of my kind of thing, I guess. So we do have enough money to hire a cashier now as well, which is interesting. Do we want to hire a cashier, or do we want to hold off on it for the moment? I may wait till we get to level 3. Let's get to level 3, get our next product license, which is going to cost us, I think it was 3,000. Licenses. Yeah, so our next product license is going to be 3,000. So we're going to invest in that. Then we'll get our cashier after we get to level 3. So for the meantime, guys, I'm just going to do a bit of grinding off screen. Once we get to level 3, I'll be back with you. We'll get our new product license. Then we'll invest in a cashier for our store as well. I've been doing a bit of grinding off screen. We're getting a lot closer to level 3. We're up to $7.8 thousand. But the thing that I wanted to look into as well. So if we go to mall management here, you can see if we go to machines here, basically we have a bunch of machines we can set up inside our shopping mall. So we have like a drinks machine, a vending machine, so to speak. We have a candy machine, we have an ATM, we have a claw machine, a photo booth, a snack machine, and a trading card machine as well. So I do want to set up some of these things because I think this is going to be pretty cool. So if we have a look here, this is on our trading card. Look, you can buy all of these licenses for trading cards. So you can upgrade the trading cards so they're more, you know, they're worth more. And it's just insane how detailed this game actually is. But I think what I want to do, I want to come along here. I might invest in myself in a drinks machine quickly. So let's get ourselves a drink machine here. So if we buy this and we order the drinks machine, then we're going to need to order some Cokes to put in there. It looks like the orange wave is the most expensive. I'm going to order 2 of those for the second. Then we buy that. And it turns up over here. So what we're going to do, we're going to grab our drinks machine. And we're going to set that up outside of our clothing store here. So as people come in, there's a nice kind of drinks machine here. But we do have to refill this ourselves. So we will have to keep an eye on it. So if we put these in here. And we can keep this stocked up. And it's going to give us another revenue stream inside our store. So while we're selling clothes and we're checking people out, there's going to be, you know, some nice orange kind of drinks out here for people to, you know, quench their thirst, so to speak. So we'll put those there. Let's change the price as well. We'll go 10% above market price. And we'll go, I don't know, we'll go $14. So we're going to make $9 on each can there. So not too bad. We'll just leave that there. And that's going to be a passive income for us. So let's just keep generating this. I've got to give $18 here. And I think we're flat out of clothing. So we need to order a whole bunch of clothing in here. So we're going to go back to our mall management. We want to go to stores. And we're almost at level 3. So we do need to keep going here. But I'm just going to order a bunch of these jackets in here. So how much is that going to be? 4.8 thousand. Let's go. We're just going to order we'll order $6,000 worth. That's going to generate us a whole lot of money and points. And I'll be back with you guys just before we get to level 3. And then we'll get our cashier and our next product license. So we're almost at level 3 now. But there's something else I wanted to do as well, quickly. So I just noticed if we come over here to services on our tablet, we have products and we have billboards. So we can get more of these billboards, and again, it generates us a daily passive income, and you can upgrade the billboards. So the better the billboard, the more passive generative, kind of income it's going to give us on a daily basis. So what we're going to do, we're going to come along, we're going to grab, might as well grab the $4, but we're going to grab that. We're going to put that over there because we don't no longer need that. We're going to grab, I might as well grab that $12. I'll take the $12. So we're going to throw those old billboards over there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our tablet and we're going to order in these BXM, which is a B&W advert basically. So we're going to order in 2 of those. We're going to buy those, purchase, and it should be right next to us right here. I think that was it there. And then if we put these up, these are going to generate us more money per day now than those other advertisements were. So we just come back and we check them every day or every couple of days. And they should just be giving us a passive income, which is great. And the more we upgrade them, the more money we're going to make from them on a daily basis. We have a queue forming here, which is great. We're just about to get to level 3 as well. So we want $35. Thank you very much. And we're going to grab a bunch more here. And $48. Okay, there we go. Oh man, this is definitely the one right here. There's like no experience left to gain. Level 3, let's go. Okay, so we'll finish serving these people. We'll get our new product license and we'll hire a cashier here as well. And that's really going to get our store kind of beginning to automate. And then we need to get a restocker as well to stock up our store for us. So we don't have to do that either. So it's really going to start coming together. But we're generating a lot of money here. We're nearly at 10,000 now. Okay, 27. And for yourself, more of these. 26. Perfect. 3 more of those. 675. I love how much money we're making right now. We're making all of the money, like, really quick. 33. Okay, 1 for yourself. $2. And the last customer here, 27. Okay, we just made a lot of money. We're up to $12,000. This is fantastic. Okay, so we're going to come in here. We're going to go back to our main page. We're going to go to, oh no, mall management. We want to go to store, sorry. We want to go to our licenses. We can now get, we can get license 4. We can get license 12. Okay, so I made the mistake here. I made a huge mistake here, guys. I was waiting to get to level 3. I thought you had to get to level 3 to get the 3rd license. I thought that's how it worked. I must have, for some reason, I was thinking level 3. But it appears that there is no actual set level for these licenses. It's just the amount of money that they cost. So we've now got license 5 and 6. We can spend 12,000 to get level 6. But I think that's a bit too expensive. We want to generate a little bit more money. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to get license number 5, which is going to cost us 9,000. But that's going to unlock some really nice products, I'm hoping. So we're going to get license 5. That's going to cost us $9,000. And if we go to products and we scroll down here, yeah, look at this. So we've got a skirt for 1,400, a blue or yellow dress. That's based on that meme. You remember that meme on the internet where people couldn't tell what color that dress was? That's the dress there. And we've got a tuxie cat shirt as well. So we're going to go with the Irish skirt because that's worth quite a lot. So we're going to order one of those. We're going to order one of the blue or yellow dresses. That's 2.7. So that's perfect. So we'll just order that in for now. We're going to go back to here. Let's just stock this up quickly. So we're going to put our blue dresses along here. That's great. And how much can we sell these for? So I think we should be able to get $2.50 a piece for these. So we can put those up there. And then we're going to get our skirts. And can we hang these on here? These are going to be $2.10 each. And we go 10% above. And then we add I don't know. So I think maybe 245 for those. That's perfect. So that's going to be pretty good. We've got our cans set up here. We've got our advertisements as well. $72 already. We only put those up a few minutes ago. Like literally, it's been less than a day and they've already generated $72. And there's 2 of them as well. We could buy more billboards and just stuff billboards everywhere. And they're just going to generate money passively. So we will get to that at some point as well. So let's put that down. Okay, and let's move on to our next day and generate some more money here. And the next state of play, we're going to get our cashier. And we're going to keep buying in products. We can also expand the clothing store to make it bigger as well. So before we end off the episode, I want to get a cashier. I think I want to do the first expansion. And I just want to buy in some more products as well. And I think that'll be good for our first episode. Then in our next episode, we're going to move on to our next store. I'm not sure what that's going to be at the moment. We'll find out. But it's going to be exciting nonetheless. So let's come along. We're going to grab $68 from there. $72 from there. And we don't need these. We do have a storage room here. So we're going to throw these old billboards in there because we don't need them. And then we're just going to close the door there. And again, we've got our drinks set up here. Maybe these are a bit too expensive. I'm not exactly sure. We'll just go 10% above market price. That'll be fine. So what we can do now, because we have enough money, the one thing I do worry about. So the one thing we have to worry about here, we have bills and rent. So we do have to pay bills as well. So we have to bear this in mind. So we have to pay our electric bills. So we have to pay all these bills here. So we want to stay on top of these. So we'll pay all those bills. And if we get staff, we're going to have to pay the staff wages as well. But that's okay because we're making enough money now, I think. So what we're going to do is we're going to hire a cashier for our clothing store. And then we need 2.5 thousand to get the restocker, which we want to get as well. So look, we have our cashier there doing all the work for us now. So all we need to do is concentrate on restocking. Our cashier is going to do all the hard work for us. And we're going to come in here and then we're just going to order. We've got a restocker here as well, actually. You know what? Let's fully automate the clothing store. So we're going to get ourselves a restocker. And then we're going to go to products. We've got nearly $2,000 still. So we're going to buy a bunch more of these dresses, which is fine. I want to see how the restocker does this. So we have a restocker in the stock room in the back there. The restocker comes out. And then I think he grabs this, and then where it's labeled, you can see where it's labeled here. He's just going to start putting it up for us. Perfect. There we go. So we literally don't have to do anything. We don't have to serve any customers, and we don't have to restock any of the store anymore either. So we can just kind of do our own kind of business thing here. So if we go to stores, we're in the clothing store, sorry. So the most expensive license is $25,000. But that's going to get us some really expensive products. Also, if we go to expand, it's going to cost us $4,500 to get the first expansion. And I think that's what we're going to aim for before we finish off this episode. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a bit more grinding off screen. We'll get some money. We'll come back. We'll do an expansion, buy some more products. And then I think that's a great way to end off the episode because our clothing store will be fully automated, slightly expanded. Then we can move on to our next store, whatever, not our next store, but our next department, whatever that may be. So our cashier is doing her thing. I did have a restocker, but I decided to fire him because you know what? The amount of stock that I'm ordering in, I can just restock it myself, so I don't need a restocker at the moment. We may hire him back at a later stage when things get a bit more chaotic, but at the moment, we're just managing this kind of small store, so I think we're okay. So what we want to do, we want to come in here, we want to go to our expansion. We can buy our first expansion. What we're going to do, we're going to expand the store. We're going to start putting in some decorations, a few more different products, and then I think, you know, that's our first store up and running. Then we can focus on other departments in next videos. Also, we can put more things into our central kind of mall as well. We can put in claw machines and trading card machines and, you know, extra billboards and all that kind of stuff. Decorate the middle of our mall and make everything look nice in the upcoming episode. So that's going to be really exciting. But for now, so let me go back to, let me go on expansion. So we're going to buy our first expansion here, $4,500. Bang. Okay, so how much bigger did that make the store? Actually, it made it quite significantly bigger. Yeah, it actually did. Okay, I kind of like that. So what we're going to do, we're going to come in here, we're going to move this slightly. So we're going to move this kind of over here. Just give ourselves a bit more room. So we're going to put that there like that. This can go... Yeah, this can stay sort of in the corner there. This can be moved up against the wall here as well. So we've got a lot more room to kind of deal with. We've got a nice big plant here. I kind of like this. This can go in the corner by the storage kind of facility, storage kind of door over there. I think that's kind of cool. So you walk in, you've got a nice plant there. And we will put more decorations in here. So let's go to our decorations. Let's make the store look a little bit nicer here. Look at the things that we have. We have a wishing fountain. We could put that in the center of our mall at some point. But we have other plants. We have a black shirt mannequin, a boutique mannequin, a dress mannequin. I do like the idea of having mannequins. I think that's pretty cool. As we are kind of, you know, we are a clothing shop here. So let's grab one of the black shirt mannequins and let's grab one of the jacket mannequins as well. You know, actually go back. I'm going to get rid of the black shirt one because that's a bit plain. I don't like that. So we're going to get the jacket mannequin and we're going to get the boutique mannequin. So let's grab that one as well. Okay, this is going to make our store look a lot more legit. Okay, it's going to be delivered over here. So we can put... What we can do, we can start putting some of these in here. So we could put one like... that. And then we could put another one here like this. Kind of tilt it at an angle like this. So as you walk in, you've got these two mannequins kind of displaying some clothing. And then you can kind of walk around the back and access all the different amounts of clothing that we have around here. Okay, so we need to order some products because we are out of products. So we're going to order sort of one of each of these. How much is that going to cost us? 1.2. We can grab one of these as well. That's 1.8. That's perfect. So let's order that in quickly. Let's just restock this up. Make sure that we've actually got some items on the shelves here because we're not going to sell much if we haven't got much to sell. So we're going to come along. We're just going to place a bunch of this on the shelves and more of our cat t-shirts. Perfect. And more of our blue t-shirts as well. Going to put that out. And then we've got some orange, what looks to be polo t-shirts. So we're going to start the end of the day and then we're going to go to our next day. So we're on day 9 now at the Money Yeet Mall. So we're coming along quite nicely here. New licenses bring new customers. So that's what we want to do as well. Not only do the more expensive product licenses, not only do they make us more money, but they bring in different kinds of customers because different kinds of customers are looking for different products. So the more product licenses we have, the more customers it's going to bring in. So what we're going to do, we're going to grind a little bit more off camera. We'll save up a little bit more money. We'll buy some more furniture so we've got more room for more kind of shelves and things like that for more stock. Then I think that's a nice kind of place to end off the first episode with our clothing department. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, guys, so I've grinded off screen for a little bit. We've got nearly $7,000. So to finish off, what we're going to do, we're going to come in here and we're going to order ourselves a bunch of shelves to put some extra stock on. So we're going to get ourselves a storage shelf. We're going to get a vertical clothing shelf. And I think we want to get... a storage. No, we already got one of those. A couple of clothing hangers because I quite like those. So we're gonna order. Those in 2 clothing hangers, a vertical clothing shelf, and a storage shelf as well. That's gonna cost us 3.1 thousand. That's no problem. So we grab that. We can put this, and then we can put some more kind of hanger space over here. We can put a plant in between. To make them look nice. We can put that there like that. We're going to come and grab another one. Actually, you know what? Let's put that one there. Let's move this one over a little bit. We can put plants in between it. Then what we're going to do, we're going to grab this vertical one. We can put this kind of... I'm just thinking... Let's put it sort of directly there in the middle. Again, we can kind of put plants next to it. And we've got this kind of vertical one. Actually, maybe we... Yeah, so let's put that there. Let's move this one over a little bit slightly towards the plant there. Then we can put this one there as well. Okay, so this is really coming together. I mean, we've got a lot of space here. We could still put some other things here as well. But I think that's looking okay for now. So let's come in here. Let's go to decorations. And let's grab ourselves some, smart plants to put around as well. So we're going to grab one of those. We're going to grab... let's just mix this up. Let's buy a trash can. Let's buy one of those, and I guess one of those as well. So that's going to be $900. So we'll grab that stuff. That's going to go over here to the front door. So some stuff you order comes over here to the front of the store. Some stuff goes over that way. So we're going to put... can we fit a plant? We can't fit a plant in the middle. Okay, so let's move this over a little bit more. I'm not sure how much space it requires. We can put that kind of there, like that. So maybe if we move this one against the back wall here, and then we just move this one over a little bit more. We put the plant there, kind of in the middle, like that. Yeah, I think that looks okay. It's annoying that you can't push it really kind of further up against the wall. It kind of sticks out a little bit. But it'll have to be what it is. I mean, that looks okay. I'm happy with that. So let's go grab some more plants here. We're going to grab this one. This one's huge. Okay, that one's definitely a corner plant. So let's move... how far over can we move this one? We can put that there. Okay, is this going to fit in the corner? Yes, just about there, like that. So it is, again, it's jutting out a little bit, but I think that's okay. I'm okay with that for now. We can always move it around if it begins to annoy us. We've got this kind of nice kind of double table plant almost. Can we fit that in between? We can't. I think we put this in the middle there, like that. So we've kind of come in. We've got our two mannequins. We've got a nice plant there in the middle. I like the way that this is beginning to come together. We've got a trash can, which can go right there by the exit. And then we've got one final plant here as well. And I think maybe we put this kind of behind the till. We put this by the side of the till, like this. So you come in, you've got this kind of nice plant by the till. So as you're waiting in a queue, you know, you've got the nice smell of this kind of plant here as well. And I just want to have a look at the other decorations here. So we can get a roll-up board. So let's buy one of those. And I think we're pretty much done at this point. So we're just going to order that. And I think that's pretty much our store done. And we're sort of towards the end of the video here. So if we put this kind of in the storeway like that, there you go. I mean, how cool does that look? I mean, our store has really come together. There's always more room to put more. We can fit more hangers and more tables and things here, but we can always do that in the next episode. But at the moment, the way that this has come together in the first episode, I'm really happy with the way our clothing store has turned out. This is only our first department, so we're going to be opening up our next department, our next store in the next episode. I don't know what it's going to be yet. But guys, if you are enjoying this, come back for the next episode. I cannot wait to, continue this game. It's really fun. So make sure you jump in the comment section, leave your thoughts, your comments down below. Hit the like button. Do become a subscriber here as well. I am a brand new channel, guys, so the support would really help out. And I will see you in the next video of Mall Simulator Part 2.